Good morning, sausages. What have we here? Death or dinner? Well, it depends who you talk to. This is the berry of the yew tree, and the yew tree is the most poisonous tree in Britain. However, it's also a wonderful, beautiful tree with a long and exalted tradition. Now, can you eat the berries? Some people say yes, some people say no. Now, you can eat the flesh of the berry, but the seed, not so much. Now, why is that? Because yew trees contain something called taxine, and taxine is a cardiotoxic. Cardio meaning heart, toxic meaning hurty pain, potentially death, ultimately poisonous. Now, taxine exists throughout the plant, in the leaves, in the bark, in the wood, but it is most concentrated in one place. Where? In the seed. And where is the seed? It's in the middle of this. Now, what does taxine do to your body? Well, basically, it slows your heart rate down, causing bradycardia, which basically can give you a heart attack. Symptoms include stomach pains, vomiting, diarrhea, shortness of breath, and slowing down your heart, and ultimately, if you eat enough of it, death. Now, I have had a number of arguments with people about whether or not you can eat these things, and they say, oh, don't worry, just spit the seed out. Other people will say, well, taxine's not that poisonous, you've got to eat quite a lot of it. Well, depends how your health is. If you are perfectly 100% healthy, you've got no doubts about your heart or your breathing, then fine, you probably would have to eat quite a bit of it. However, if you're not, you might be in trouble. Now look, it's a free country. If you want to eat these things, you can. But the trouble with information is it gets diluted. So the first person says, oh, take the seed out. The second person says, oh, spit the seed out. The third person says, well, if you swallow the seed but you don't chew it, you'll probably be okay. And the fourth person says, oh, don't worry about it, it's not that poisonous. And the fifth person says, oh, the man on social media said that the berries are nice and you can eat them. And by the time that information gets to a child, it's too late. But this time of year, you've got blackberries and bilberries and blaeberries and wild raspberries. You've got chestnuts and hazelnuts, all of which are perfectly safe. Not to mention the whole plethora of mushrooms, many of which are perfectly safe as well. There's so much to eat this time of year. This thing doesn't even taste particularly nice. So in my view, eating these things is not worth the risk or the aggravation. If you think differently, then more power to you. Fill your boots. If you want to share these things with your friends and your children, just make sure you're very clear about what not to do with the seeds. In my view, it's just not worth it.